Welcome in, guys, and I am back to review WWE Summerslam 2022, and this is the first pay-per-view without Vince being head of creative or being CEO since he's retired. And just because he's retired, I just want to say this quick, doesn't mean he's fully gone from WWE. He's majority stockholder. This guy had 4 decades, giving wrestling fans the best experience. I know I haven't talked about this, but without Vince doing taking a gamble on WrestleMania 1 and hoping it would work, nobody would be, wrestling wouldn't be big as it is without Vince McMahon. So you gotta credit Vince McMahon for taking a gamble on WrestleMania 1. But anyway, I want to thank Vince for being a wrestling fan, I know people got me into wrestling, but Vince, again, it was the characters and stuff to keep coming back and still talking on wrestling videos, but whatever. Going into this video, we have SummerSlam 2022, which was on Saturday, and you can see a couple of things in the Triple H era. That again, this is a transitional period for WWE. This is one of the biggest tasks you're going to have. Now, is everything going to be great? So far, Triple H hasn't done anything bad yet, but you're going to still have those fans, oh my god, Triple H is bad. Like, you're going to still say that. Again, Tony Khan isn't doing any better. He's doing under 1 million viewers. So, Triple H, he's actually been in the business and has more knowledge than Tony Khan. So let's see how he is in a year. But anyway, going on to this show, we have the Raw Women's title match, Bianca Belair versus Becky. Then, this was a good opening match. Bianca Belair gets the win. After the match, Bayley comes out. She has been in the PC for a couple months, so she came back. And then Dakota Kai came back. She came back. Io Shirai made her debut on the main roster. A lot of these journalists know that she's gonna leave WWE next month, but Io Shirai made a debut on the main roster. Like, this is a Triple H effect. Like, you won't see Vince calling up Io Shirai or Dakota Kai because he didn't know what to do with Dakota Kai or Io Shirai when he was on NXT. That's why Dakota Kai lost his job. Like, he didn't get what a Dakota Kai is, and for many years, especially since NXT has been what it is now, is like, when an NXT call would come up, they would never ever get booked correctly. And I think that was down to just Vince saying, what the hell is this? What's a Io Shirai? What is a Dakota Kai? What is a Karrion Kross? What is a Keith Lee? Because the translation is lost with the Triple H to Vince and who it is. But now that Triple H is creative, now that he knows these girls, so he's going to know how to feature them because he's going to use what they did on NXT, and that worked for them. I'll say on a small scale, but it's going to work bigger now. Anyway, so they came out, Bayley and Dakota Kai and Io Shirai, it was Io Sky now. They confront Becky and Bianca, and that's going to be setting up for whatever that's going to be. So I'm interested in that little stable between Bayley and Dakota Kai and Io Shirai. We have Logan Paul versus The Miz. This was obviously set up from WrestleMania when Miz turned on Logan Paul after the match. This was a good match. Again, Miz did his job getting over Logan Paul. Logan Paul was really good in the ring. The amateur wrestling background as well was another factor why he just got it like that. But he wins. This was a real good match. I couldn't remember the finish of the match, but he won the match. Then we had the US title match, Bobby Lashley versus Theory. This was a quick match. Theory wins with the Hurt Lock, and that was about it. We had the Mysterios versus the Judgment Day of Balor and Damian Priest. And I look at this and I'm like, how can the Judgment Day be so irrelevant, like so fucking watered down in so many months? Like, you started off at WrestleMania when Damian Priest distracted AJ Styles, and then you had Edge and Rhea Ripley. You had Ed, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. They was doing so well together. Then you bring Finn Balor. Oh, Finn Balor, the guy who has zero personality. He just does. That's all he does. Like, Finn Balor, he brings down. You can see how much why in storyline would Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley want to take orders from Finn Balor when they had a Hall of Famer and Edge who's been like a 12-time world champion, who's been at the top and made money? Like Finn Balor, okay, he was leader of the Bullet Club, that was nearly 10 years ago, but what have you done since you've been in WWE? You're just, there is no personality with this guy. Yeah, he's a good wrestler, but what else is he? Like, what else makes Finn Balor unique? Okay, he has the pain, but he doesn't bring that pain out every time. It's not a really regular thing. He only does that when he's mad. Oh, I'm mad, I'm going to bring out the pain. Doesn't make any sense, but the Mysterios win because Edge comes back. They've been airing some vignettes of, cryptic vignettes of Edge. He came back, he speared Finn Balor, he did a dropkick to Damian Priest, and that's going to be setting up the rematch at the next pay-per-view. Then we have Pat McAfee versus Baron Corbin. Do you remember a year ago when Baron Corbin was broadcast Baron Corbin? And he actually was one of the most over stars in the company. Remember that? Not anymore. He could have been the guy to dethrone Roman at WrestleMania this year. He could have won the Rumble. But this match was good. I liked how they played that. Both guys were on they was on the Indiana Colts back in 2009. This is where he started. They got to WWE, stuff like that. Pat McAfee, he did a good show at WrestleMania, and he gets his win here at SummerSlam. The Usos versus the Street Profits was I knew. Again, Jeff, I'm not going to get angry because I know people are going to, but Memphis mid-cut piece of trash Jeff Jarrett had to make an appearance. Obviously, it's in his home state of Tennessee, so he had to make an appearance. I hope Flair beats his ass tonight because I'm recording this on a Sunday. I hope Flair pins him and beats his ass. But anyway, this was a good match. Usos versus Street Profits. Usos go over. I did like at the end of the match where they had Montanious Ford. They're teasing that they're going to break up the Street Profits, and I think it's about time that they both go their own ways. Like, where else are you going to go with Usos and Street Profits? But again, that weakens the tag team division because you have the Viking Raiders and you have the New Day. Like, again, I don't know, it's a 50-50. Like, do you want to break these guys up and see what they are as singles guys and see who's going to be your top guy, or do you actually want to keep them because the tag team is so weak? Then we have Liv versus Ronda Rousey. This was a short match. I think Liv got an injury, but Liv goes over with the roll-up. But she did tap out. The ref didn't see it. Ronda gets pissed because she's like, the ref, I tapped out. Liv tapped out. And then Ronda attacks Liv, and then she attacks the ref, and that's how that ends. So that's going to continue at the next pay-per-view. Then we get to the main event of the night. We have our tribal chief Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar in a last man standing match, and this was really a great match. This is probably one of the best matches they've had since maybe Mania 31. But this match was really good. Everybody said, "Oh, I don't want to see Brock and Roman again. Boo!" And I was one of these guys. Like, I would admit it. I didn't want to see Brock and Roman again because I've seen it before. But this match was good, and I'm hoping after this we don't see this again because this was a really good blow-off to end the feud. Because you don't need to. Where are you going to go after this last man standing match? Like, you had Brock come out in a tractor. He literally lifted up the ring with a tractor. You had, the first 10-15 minutes of the match, Brock was dominating the match. Then the Usos would come down and Theory would try to cash in. Roman's getting mad because Brock is standing there like, "You stupid idiot," he's hitting him with the briefcase. Paul Heyman takes an F5 on the announce table. I want to say as well, Michael Cole was fantastic on commentary the entire night, but especially in that main event. He's like, "God damn, ref, would you damn count faster? He's not getting up." And after that, the Usos and Roman, they put stairs and pieces of the announce table on Brock. He cannot get up, but he gets hit with both of the titles, and then Roman retains. He's gonna face Drew at Clash of the Castle, whatever it's called, that event. And that was the end of SummerSlam, and this was a really good show. You can see the Triple H effect was starting especially with the opening with the whole Bayley and Io Shirai and Dakota Kai. But then you can see like he's even having the referees' names mentioned on TV, which is, I know it's a little thing, but again, Michael Cole sounded energetic. He sound like, I know he's been doing great with Pat McAfee, but you can see like his passion is back. I know he's been with Pat McAfee for a year, but now he's got Triple H. Now he's not got Vince going, promote. God damn it! You better say the right things, or you're fired. But overall, guys, leave your guys' thoughts in the comments for SummerSlam 2022 in the comments. I'm going to take a 9 out of 10, and I really enjoyed it. Peace.